everybody? It's been a while since I made my last video, so I made that Gordon Ramsay video. And since I didn't upload in quite a while, except for that video, which was like, I don't know, like 15 seconds, I'm going to watch Vsauce's video, Oh Will a Watched Pot Boil? Yesterday I did make it through the first 20 minutes, but I was interrupted and don't want to do that, so I'll record it again, and here we go. Some pretty epic water. I'd say we're about 3 minutes in, and I think this video is pretty epic. So here's a funny story. So when I made I think this was my first like saying 1,000 times video. It was saying subscribe to VoiceOver Pete 1,000 times. I did that so that I would get on to his video. He said he would feature people that he said that he would feature people that did like subscriber stunts, and I went ahead and made that video, and I didn't get featured on his channel, and I say that's my fault because it's like I published the video on YouTube after the polls were closed. So if you watched to this point in the video, you should put in the comments, you know, like what you think, what movie script I should, what movie script I should read next. As you know, like, I'm looking for a new video to make. Or like what I should say next 1,000 times. Here's something else. When I made that VoiceOver Pete video, I made it on New Year's Eve. And you know, I didn't know it was New Year's Eve. So I was recording that video, and then my mom told me, hey, it's New Year's Eve, we're gonna leave. And I was like, holy gosh darn it, heck. So I tried to speed through the video as fast as I can, and I did, and managed to make it in time. Just like had 5 minutes left until I went to go, and with those 5 minutes to spare, I managed to set all the stuff up in my video editor, so I could combine, you know, the pictures, the video, the counter, and I just set that out, you know, left it to load up while I was at the New Year's party. And it was January 1st by the time I was able to upload it and put it into VoiceOver Pete's Reddit. So that was a big oof moment. So I figure while I watch this masterpiece of a video, uh, I'll talk about some things to make the time pass when I think of them. Oh, what did you just do? Did you just like flinch his face a little? Yeah, yeah, look. Yeah. Someone I like a lot is I already did something for them. It was like when I said these nuts 1,000 times. That was for Sad Face. He's a pretty good dude. Like he responds to comments on his videos and stuff. Reaches out to his audience. So I mean, like, it'd be nice if you could subscribe to him. Close that. Y'all know what I think is an underrated movie? Ant-Man. Like, it barely got any attention, like, when it was released. What I mean, like, it's, sure, it's, pretty much a copy of Iron Man. But, like, it has, like, all the family elements, more of a heist movie. Oh, and that Endgame trailer was pretty good, too. The one at the Super Bowl. I heard, like, today during the Oscars there was gonna be another one, so I'm gonna tune in for that. And during the Oscars, like, I want to see Black Panther win Best Picture. It's a pretty good movie. Maybe from... Oh, this is an idea I have for a video. So, Justin Y, he has this thing he does on his channel. He has saved a playlist of videos about him. And so what I plan to do is to make a video asking him to comment on the video 1,000 times. And if he notices that video and puts it on his playlist for the videos about him, that could bring some attention to the video and to my channel. That could be a good jump. I think the water is bubbling up about now. Yeah, I see some bubbles rising up. I was planning on reading the movie script Scooby-Doo 2, but by the time I was gonna come around to that, the Shaggy meme already died. What does the shirt say? It's like Mystium, Mystium, Mysterium. Speaking of that, that new Spider-Man movie looks pretty good. I like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. The pot's steaming. Well, I guess by now, is it technically boiling? Or does there have to be more bubbles coming up? What do you think Michael did with the boiling water after the video? Or do you think he made some macaroni and cheese? Or some like ravioli? No, it's only been 19 minutes. Yeah, I had to record the D's Nuts and the Jacob Satterboost video twice. Each of them I had to record them twice. Because I think with the Jacob Satterboost video, I left my headphones plugged in and that interfered with the microphone, so it didn't work. And with the D's Nuts video, when I put it into the editing software to encode the counter, it just wasn't working out. Like my his speech wasn't syncing up with the counter. I don't know if I used the wrong counter record since I've done this before, and but I mean no regrets. Well, I have one regret that has ever lasted in my life. So when I was like 1, 2, my favorite superhero was Spider-Man. You know, like just like everyone else. Like, you know, the Tobey Maguire movies were popular at the time, and my dad bought the DVD of Spider-Man 1, and like I always carried that around because it was Spider-Man until one day, I don't know when, but I snapped the CD of Spider-Man, and I don't even remember when I did. I don't know if it was somebody else, but I was looking through all these old DVDs is like a month ago, and I found the Spider-Man one. I was like, cool, let me pop this in and watch it. And I took it out and saw that the CD was snapped. There was literally a piece missing from it and a crack. And I was like, oh, when did or heck did this happen? So I put it away. But I mean, the bonus features disc still works. Then we got Spider-Man 2, and then we got a. You know, Spider-Man 2 is a pretty good movie. It's the best one. It goes like Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man 3. Like a lot of people like talk bad about Spider-Man 3, but like honestly, it wasn't that bad of a movie. Like sure, it had that dancing scene when Peter was put in with the symbiotes, but like other than that, it was a pretty good movie. Like sure, the Venom wasn't on par with the one we have now. You know, it was a kind of a boring Venom. But I mean, at least Sandman was in there. Sandman's a good character. And speaking of that, a lot of people also talk about Venom, you know, the 2018 movie. But I mean, I liked that movie. Like a lot of people say, it was confusing, and like here's a spoiler for it. When Venom supposedly died, like near the end of the movie. Yeah, and like he comes back at the end. And like I don't really mind that. Sure, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I liked it. It was a fun movie to watch. There's a lot of steam coming from the bottle now. Or the pot now. Oh yeah, and I got a dog like a few weeks ago. I think 3, 4 weeks ago. And you know, she's pretty good at like sure, like she bites a lot, but I've heard that's normal in dogs. She's a Chihuahua Terrier mix. And a lot of people like talk crap about Chihuahuas too, and they're right about that. They're like bark a lot, aggressive. But I mean, like, mine's calmer. I think that's part of the terrier mix. Like, she bites a lot when we're playing. But, like, that doesn't last that long. Someone's walking in the back. What was that? You pick something up like a bag. So, so leave a like on this video if you think I should post another video of my dog. Post suggestions like what should I do with my dog for the video, stuff like that. But she doesn't know a lot of tricks now. Like I tried teaching her to sit, but that didn't go. Next week we give her some more shots so like she doesn't die. Basic stuff. Almost 30 minutes in. About halfway. Oh yeah, another underrated YouTuber is Captain Disillusion. Like, he doesn't post a lot, but like each post, like the wait's worth it because he makes super good videos. Like he makes stuff like what he mainly does is look at popular videos and deconstruct them, like the truth behind them, like are they hoaxes and stuff. And like if they are, he deconstructs all of the CGI and trickery behind them. They're pretty cool. There's also Mark Rober, who's not getting enough attention. He's like this, he used to work at NASA, I'm pretty sure. And he recently made a video with Bill Gates. And he cooked him some pizza rolls. And they talk about water and stuff. And I mean, like, any other person would have, exploited Bill Gates in the thumbnail and title of the video for more views, but he didn't do it. He didn't even address him in the thumbnail or title, and like, I got some mad respect for that. So like, what do you think Michael's thinking about in this video? Like, he can't just be looking at the pot. Like, not even I could do that. I'm just like, I'm talking about stuff while watching to make the time go by faster. Like, he's doing nothing. So, my big master plan throughout my videos is like gain some attention through YouTube, and from there, make a Fiverr account and do some like voiceover business and stuff like that. Profit from it, and get a new disc of Spider-Man. Also, in when it was like 7, 8, I think, we bought the Scooby-Doo movies, the one with Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy. We bought those, and as soon as the Shaggy meme came up, I looked for those CDs. We bought like a 2-pack of the first 2 movies, and I looked for those to unpack them. And we lost the second one, which is the one that most of the memes came from. We only have the first one, and I was pretty disappointed. I guess that could be another regret. 2 regrets in my life. So you all think someone's actually watching throughout this whole video? Like, I think Sad Face, like he's been putting timestamps in the comment section for like when I do stuff in the video, like saying stuff 1,000 times and like reading movie scripts. And like, I all I do is like wonder, like, is he actually watching these, or like is she actually watching these videos? Or like, does he put them in a software to like look for audio jumps or something? Oh yeah, man. How do you pronounce it? Quasi Phonics, I think it is. Like the I just told people to subscribe to him 500 times. Like we've been waiting for Apex Legends to be cross-platform so we could like do a collab on his channel, a live stream, and like I'm waiting on that, and like nothing's going on. I mean, like, isn't the water, like, by now technically boiling? Because already heated up enough, has steam coming out, bubbles going up. Like, I think you could cook a noodle in that. Oh, once when I was 9 or 10, uh, uh, my family went over to IHOP to get some food, and as an appetizer, we ordered like a stack of onion rings, and I don't know what the hell was up with those. Like, I popped in those onion rings, and like after 10 minutes, I felt like my freaking stomach turned over from those onion rings. Spent the entire night throwing up. I didn't eat anything else after that. And my mom had to rush me off to a doctor at like 2 in the morning and had to skip a day of school. So, like, watch out for those IHOP onion rings. But I mean, like, maybe they did something about it. Like, this was like 3 years ago. Like, I mean, if I was Michael in this moment, like, I just stopped the video there. I mean, like, that's boiling. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm watching the whole video. So, there we go. Like, that new Spider-Verse movie was pretty good. Like, I had some doubts about it. Like, that Spider-Pig, like, he looked like he was gonna ruin the movie, take up the entire thing, and to sell toys and stuff. But when I went to go see it, surprisingly, he didn't, and now it is my second favorite movie because it's so good. First favorite is Thor Ragnarok. That's my favorite movie. It's really good. I think my top favorite movies would be Ragnarok, Spider-Verse, and third. I think that could be uh, John Wick, maybe. Then maybe Iron Man 2. Like, I don't choose to judge Infinity War until Endgame comes out, because, like, the story isn't complete yet. So I'll group both those movies as one. Like, come on, like, it's boiling. Oh yeah, yesterday I just finished Parks and Recreation. It's my favorite show. And now I just don't know what to watch. Like, I rewatched Black Panther. Uh, it's nothing new. Like, that's the fifth time I've already seen it. I mean, it's still a good movie, but I would look for something new. Like, I don't know, like, how many times I'll rewatch Captain Marvel. Just, like, go to the movie theater to watch it once or twice, then no wait until it's on Netflix. Like, I think by today I've already watched Infinity War like 7 times. Like 7, 8 times. Like, I think when Elon Musk did a meme review, I think they should have included something about his cameo in Iron Man 2. Like, made something funny out of that. Like, all of the memes that Elon saw, like, they were pretty level 7, 8 memes. But, like, then he just starts wheezing when he sees a dead deer in a pool. Like, being honest, that was on par with the rest of the memes, level 7, 8. But, like, what about all the others? Like, he just uh, starts losing his mind when he sees a dead deer. How far left? Like, so if I'm 44 minutes in right now and there's 51 minutes in the video, I've got to do 7 minutes more. No, 3 months ago I was planning on making a Reddit reading channel, like reading different subreddits and stuff like Spubby and Moosh, Facepalm and stuff. I was planning on doing that, but then like it didn't come out like I wanted to. I wanted to be on par with channels like Soot House and King Annie and stuff like that. But like it didn't really come out how I wanted to after editing. So like I just didn't do it. Like, y'all remember that time when PETA asked a village named Wool to change their name to Vegan Wool? That was pretty funny. And also when they put out their list on like don't use anti-animal phrases or something like that, and they put in, instead of saying beating a dead horse, say feed a fed horse, and technic and that's overfeeding, which is technically animal abuse. That was really funny too. Well, looky here, we have 4 minutes left. We got 2 more minutes. I mean, I think that's boiling. Have y'all ever seen the meme where like you slap a chicken at like 1,000 miles per hour on something and it cooks the chicken? That's pretty funny. Do you think now I would have contributed to 0.0001 of Vsauce's watch time? And that would be pretty cool. Yep. It's a curiosity box, right? Well, boys, there it is. That is do is be the good. So now I'll just put this in my editor and watch this Elon Musk's tweets. And yeah, so I stopped the recording right now. Boom. No, I stopped screen recording right now. Okay, there we go. Now I could stop this recording. So yeah, bye. Okay, there we go. Now I could stop this recording. So yeah, bye.